This is a demo of a chatbot that acts as a woman who's willing to chat with strangers and allows them to flirt with her. It's loosely based on the concept of random stranger chat that has been very popular for some time now. I'm just going to set my chat name, and I see these two profiles. I'm going to open them both and chat with them in parallel and see the difference. I will start with the first one and just say hi. It replies back immediately with a hello, and as you can see, it's fast. Mostly the problem is that chat partners are just not available, and this one is always available. This is just a practical demo based on our proprietary language processing capabilities. We can make it do vastly different things based on the business needs. And even the response to the same question will be different. Next, I'm going to ask how are you, but in a way that's not normal English, but is twisted the way typical text messages shrunk just to save keystrokes, especially on mobile phones. So just type in how are you, HW, and are you, and let's see what it says. The bot says just fine, and now I'm just going to go ahead and mix a little bit of Hindi along with English. It's capable of understanding a little bit of Punjabi also. I'm going to ask kahan se ho in Hindi. Where are you from? And it immediately replies back with Ajmer, which is a place in India. So as you can see, Hindi English mixed in the same conversation is something that can be handled. I go to the other profile now and I say hi. And now instead of saying hello, it's just asking me ASL because this is a different personality and has a very different style of conversation. But instead of giving the bot the information it has asked for, I'm just going to twist the response and try to take it in a different way and see how it responds. So instead of telling him my age, sex, and location, I'm going to ask the bot hers. I asked yours, and as you might appreciate, yours by itself it doesn't amount to much, but in this case, it has correctly interpreted it in the context of the conversation and has told its own ASL. Now, we could also ask it something more pinpointed. For example, I'm just going to try to ask its age specifically. What's your real age? And replies back with a 28, which is pretty cool. Now I'm just going to take you back to the first profile and do a little bit more Hindi chat. I'm asking it, kya pehna hai? What are you wearing? And she replies back with a attire. Now, it's not like we have control over all that she's saying, but it's just based on some data I just got trained with. So I just appreciate her. I just give her a compliment, and she replies back with a thank you, shukriya. And let's try to ask a few more questions that people typically ask. What job do you do? She's a stay-at-home woman. So this is just a first level introductory demo of the capabilities that we put into action. So this is just some gibberish handling. So we just typed in some random keystrokes and it's just asking what in Hindi, kya. And let's see how the other one responds to gibberish. It's replying back with question marks, and they've also got the ability to respond to abuse, which is not uncommon in online forums when you're chatting with strangers. So let's try and take the liberty of trying to abuse the bot. Let's see what it does. So it's replied back with an abbreviated Hindi abuse back, but let's try another one. Most people will not get it, but somebody who speaks Hindi will understand what it means. So it's replied back with another one with some beeped characters, which is interesting. So it's pretty much unlimited by unlimited by any constraints, and we could try to put in some constraints on the bot also. But we just try to let it go the way the user wants it to go, and not put too many constraints on it at this stage. And we also tested this out with real world users who were strangers and who came in and without knowing that it's a bot, chatted with the bot. And here's some statistics that we would like to share. This is based on Google Analytics. So there were almost 260 chat sessions from all over India, and a maximum of 22 minutes spent on site, an average of 10 minutes per session, and 62.5% new visitors, 37.5 returning ones. So here you can see that it's an average of 10 minutes, and here's the maximum of 22 minutes from Rajasthan. And as you might have guessed, Hindi speaking states tend to have more time spent on the site than the non Hindi speaking states from the south. But it's pretty interesting overall, considering the fact that it's a computer chatting with humans without them knowing it's a human. Of course, some people sooner or later tend to gauge it, but still 10 minutes is pretty neat. And it can be applied in most practical applications where the length of the conversation is not going to be very long, and we are also working to extend the duration of the conversation that a bot is capable of having. Of course, that amounts to feeding it with more data and more interesting content, and that's a work in progress. But this is just a broad demo, and it can be extended to other niches and applied accordingly, not just in casual chat. Thank you.